guys, welcome back to the channel. I know I haven't posted in a long time, but as you can see, we're inside a 2023 Subaru BRZ. It was a long and painful process to grab this car, but we finally got one. So a little context for my for getting this car. Actually in June, I sold my FRS, and I used some of that money for a few deposits for Toyota for a GR86, hoping that I can get one in maybe 3 to 4 months. They told me initially that I was going to get it in September, maybe November, but we'll wait and see. In September, I gave them a call. I was actually in contact with them the whole time, giving them emails, text messages, phone calls. Up until that point, they had absolutely no idea, no updates. And finally, in November, I was getting very impatient. I started looking online, Auto Trader, Kijiji, Facebook Marketplace, for a used vehicle, because I knew for sure I wasn't gonna get a new vehicle. The GR86 used market is absolutely insane. I was seeing base model GR86s being sold for 43,000, 44,000, which is an absolute riot. That is insane. I think base model prices, MSRP, I think is around 36. So for them to be marked up $8,000 or $9,000 is insane. I finally started looking at Subaru BRZs because their pricing was a little bit more reasonable. I even went as far as Ontario, Nova Scotia, Quebec, BC to try and look for a vehicle, but all of them either had very high kilometers, was automatic, was base model, just so many issues that I just couldn't deal with. Adding to the fact that if I were to buy something from Ontario, for example, I'd have to pay the 15 or 16% tax that they have on purchases, which is a no-go for me. Adding on top of that, I'd have to also pay for either freight for them to ship it here, or for me to drive all the way there and pick up the vehicle. So just a whole host of problems. I started looking for an Albertan or in my province vehicle instead, and I found this one in Edmonton. It only had 3,000 kilometers. It was a Sportec, or the premium, or the higher end model. It was manual, and it was in the color that I wanted. But to add the cherry on top, it was actually $3,000 to $4,000 cheaper than anything on the market at the time. So I said, okay, you know what? I have to go get it. On impulse, I called them. I said, hey, is this still available? They said yes. And I think within 1 or 2 days, I decided to drive up there. Edmonton's only a 3-hour drive. So I brought my Yaris, which I traded in, and then I drove back the BRZ back to Calgary. And here we are. Unfortunately, I didn't have winter tires added, and I didn't have a beater to grab or to use for the winter. So we are going to be winter driving it just for the year. Hopefully, I don't need to drive this again next year, but the plan is get a beater by next year. But I have no choice right now. I just purchased a new vehicle, so I'm going to have to winter drive it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not completely upset. I did want the GR86. I wanted it brand new, but I think the wait was just really killing me, and I went to Toyota and got my deposits back. And as I was doing so, I was asking them, look, how much longer would I have had to wait for the GR86? They said they have no idea, and Toyota said we might not even see a 2023 until maybe May or June in 2023, which is insane. Also, when I first put the deposit down, I was first place in line for a 2023, but because four other people never got their 2022s, they got pushed in front of me, which is reasonable. So now I was 5th place in line for a GR. So considering I'd have to wait till May or June for the 2023s to be finally sent out, and then I had to wait behind 4 other people, it was definitely not worth it. I think I made the right choice getting the BRZ, and honestly, it's been a blast so far. But I'm not gonna go as crazy as I did on the FRS. I'll try to keep it mild mods on this one. I think I just want to keep it as stock as possible and just have a little bit of fun doing modifications the right way this time instead of going crazy like the FRS. But stay tuned, guys. Thank you for listening. I finally got one. For so long, I know you guys have been messaging what's next, and I wanted to keep it quiet, but I think it was pretty obvious what I was getting. I just love this platform so much. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. I'll see you later. Peace.